Right, mortgages are a scam. I'd rather drink 2 to 3 times a week and enjoy myself. Sorry. Than a mortgage. I mean, you can say that now. Yeah, I don't know how old this person is, and they could be trolling. I'm not too sure. But there are people that think, why do I need to buy a house? Why do I need to own a house? I guarantee you, when you're 60 years old, you're going to look back and think to yourself, I should have bought a fucking house. Especially if you live in a council house. I was talking to a tenant the other day, and they were saying that because they had so much equity in the property, which this is knowledge to me, I know this already, but they were saying, oh, someone that they know, because they had so much equity in a property, they didn't even have to put down a deposit. No, it was someone on YouTube. Someone on YouTube must have left a comment, and I think I even saved it because I wanted to do a reaction to it or just expand on it. They said that they bought their council property. I think the person's even from Edmonton as well. They bought their council property. They didn't even have to put down a deposit because there was so much equity in the property. I've said to some of the tenants, do you know, yeah, because you've lived in this house for 20 years, yeah? Obviously, there are some changes now, but I've had this conversation with people before the changes, before the Labour government came in and that. I'm saying that, yo, you've probably got so much equity in this property, you don't even have to put down a deposit. Furthermore, your mortgage probably is going to be cheaper than the fucking rent. Now, obviously, because the interest rates are quite high now, that might not be the case. But before the base rate went up, like, what was it, 2023 September or something like that? Before the base rate went up, or July or whatever, before the base rate went up, yo, the mortgage would have been cheaper than their rent. Now, obviously, in this Northampton area, the tenants for a 3-bed house, they'll pay like £450 rent. Because they tell me, I know, I've never asked them. They say to me, oh, yeah, my rent's £450. Or maybe the time I might have asked them is like when they said, oh, my rent's just gone up by £15 or something like that. £450. Is that council rent though? Yeah. Council rent. Yeah, obviously. Yeah. The only way they would be paying £450 is if they was in fucking County Durham or some bullshit area like that. Private rent in Northampton for a 3-bed house, you're going to be paying £1,000 minimum. I mean, I've met some tenants that told me they used to private rent and it was too expensive. So now that they got a council house, and they say they will never give up their council house. They will never go back to private rent. You know what? If I was renting, I'll rent a fucking council house. I'm not paying no fucking £1,200 for no private rented property. The thing is, yeah, some of these people be paying private rent but living next to a council house. Bro, you might as well live in a council house if you live next to a council house. Yeah, you're paying them mad money there.